Welcome. I'm Wendy Jensen. And if you've reached this website, it's likely that you are going through some kind of exit out of high demand religion and some kind of a faith crisis or a religious crisis. And you might be experiencing some turbulence. Perhaps you are trying to reestablish yourself in new communities and make new friends. Maybe you are trying to restructure relationships and see how those relationships fit in the new world that you're trying to create for yourself. Maybe you're recalibrating your whole identity in the world. And quite possibly, you could be reestablishing a whole new belief system. And that's called a huge life crisis. It's an existential crisis, a spiritual crisis. Whatever it is, it's a crisis. And what I mean by crisis is that whatever your life looked like before this pivotal time in your life is going to be different than what your life looks like going forward. And so you're in this opportunity, a grand and crucial opportunity, and it's not enough to just wake up. Because if you just wake up, it's likely that you're going to use the old ways of functioning to try to establish a whole new world. We don't realize that the ways that we were taught to cope while we were under the influence of the indoctrination are really not going to cut it in your next upgraded life. What I'm talking about is maybe you use your tendency towards passive aggressive ways of solving conflict in your life because that's how you were raised in your culture. And maybe you have some relationships that you're kind of enmeshed in and you're not quite sure how to establish healthy boundaries. Maybe you don't have the confidence or the trust in yourself to be able to guide and direct your life. You're feeling spiritually disconnected and you're lacking that peace within, that inner knowing that used to guide you before now. And maybe you're having problems communicating your feelings and your thoughts with others. Perhaps you've never been taught how to process your emotions. And so this time, if we don't gain these skills now, then we're kind of going to hobble into our next life using those same old mechanisms. So it's not enough to wake up. We got to clean up. We got to do some growing up. And so we can show up in the world in a way that we have never shown up before. So if that's you, you might be struggling with a little bit of life direction, of having trouble moving forward. Maybe you're feeling discouraged and overwhelmed, even depressed. Maybe you're using addictive substances to try and numb out or try to self-medicate in some way because you're not quite sure how to get through the thickness and the complexity of what's going on for you. And if that's you, I have an online course I want to share with you that you might be interested in. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I have been working in the field of human development and holistic psychology for the past 15 years as a life coach, a holistic healer, as a teacher, a trainer, and an author. And I had my own faith crisis about 5 years ago as I transitioned out of the LDS church. I was raised a Mormon for the past 7 generations. And when I had that transition, I had all the skills in the world to be able to do it successfully. And I had been teaching these skills to other people, but I had no idea the impact this transition would have on me. And it took me out for a good 2 years. And in that time, I decided to be very observant of the complexities of this transition so that I could be able to apply all of the rich tools and skills that I had been teaching for years to those who were transitioning out. And I started coaching clients specifically those who were transitioning out of high demand religion, Jehovah's Witness or LDS members. And in that time, I recognized that there were a lot of the same questions and a lot of the same problems and a lot of a consistent pattern of some underdeveloped skills that we had that I was teaching a lot of my clients. And I thought, man, I could make an online course for other people so I could reach more people and to be able to help more people in less amount of time. And so I created an online course, and I am so proud and excited for this course because a lot of people can't afford therapy. I don't know about you, but I didn't have a faith crisis therapy fund, and therapy is very expensive. not only is it expensive, but you'll be lucky to find a therapist who understands the complexities of how the indoctrination has been woven into your psyche and into your subconscious mind and how it affects you in your everyday life. And so, in doing that, I wanted to be able to create a course that would answer a lot of these questions and help people who are ready to move on. So if this sounds interesting to you, let me share a little bit about the course. It is a 7-week course, and you will be receiving a video training from me every day for 7 weeks with a little bit of an exercise to help you dig deep and to deprogram and reprogram yourself in a way that feels more congruent and alignment with you. And in the 7-week time, you'll receive these videos and the training, but you will also be able to be added to a Facebook group of other people who are on the same course. And on that Facebook group, you can ask me questions, share your insights, and I'll be able to do some of the coaching right there on the course. But I will also be offering you live group coaching weekly so that you can ask your specific questions and get coaching for those questions. And for a limited time, you'll have access to my full library of conscious living strategies. And these are some of the things that I've been teaching my coaching clients for the past 3 years as I've been training people who are exiting high demand religion. And again, for a very limited time, not sure how long I'll be able to do this, but you will also, included in this package, be able to have a personal one-on-one strategy session with me so I can know specifically what it is that you're dealing with and to help you be successful and get you that strong footing that you need to be able to move forward and create the life that feels congruent and happy and joyful for you. Any investment that you make in yourself at this time is going to be able to catapult you into a richer life with upgraded skills, and it's going to affect everyone in your life, and it's going to leave a legacy for those who are around you for the rest of your life. You're going to make an impact when you're able to learn these high functioning skills. So imagine yourself 2 months from now and you feel fully confident and empowered. You feel spiritually connected to that inner compass, to those things that you just know the next step. You feel like you're more at peace and you know who you are and you know how to move forward. And this was my whole goal, and being able to create this program is to shorten the distance of time that it takes to be able to process all of the complexities of a Mormon faith crisis or a Jehovah's Witness faith crisis, and to be able to shorten that time that it takes and to help you launch yourself into a happier version of you and to empower you. So look at the syllabus if you're interested in this course. Look at the syllabus, look it over and see some of the topics that we'll be covering. If you have any questions, feel free to private message me on Facebook, or you can email me. I would love to have you join this course if it's a fit for you, and come to Rebirthing School. And I call that Rebirthing School because literally that is what you're doing, is you're giving birth to a whole new you. And I would love to be your second life midwife and help you through that process if you feel like it's a fit.